seeing you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Once again, good evening, everybody. Welcome once again to 321, the big family game show to give you a great Saturday night shopping. We got cash and carry and a takeaway. That's winning cash at the beginning and then carry on to take away a big prize, hopefully at the end. Glad you could join us. Splendid audience again here in the studio, as you can see. Where are the young mothers? Oh, over there. Young. No, as a matter of fact, you know, I don't know how to tell you this, but as a child, I was very unlucky. Do you know I was never, ever fed naturally? I wasn't. I always got a lot of bottle. Always. It's going to be plain sailing, ladies and gentlemen, for our contestants, hopefully. There's only one character to look out for. You know who that is. Our resident booby prize, our tin that tantalizes, Dusty Bin, my little mate. There he is. There he is. As ever, looking splendid. Of course, you know you win him. All they do is to take home a brand new bin. Looking after the guy this week is lovely Libby Roberts. Libby? Now, listen, we all get a bit stage-struck, Libby, but he looks more stage-struck than ever. What's he represent this week?
Well, Dusty's all dressed up as a song and dance man because we're taking a look at the world of cabaret.
Ah, now who have we got with us then?
Well, we've got Bernie Clifton, Joe Longthorne, Sweet Substitute, and, of course, our very own Lipstick.
Right, that's marvellous. So let's meet the most important people as ever on our show, our contestants. Here they are.
And Margaret Thomas from York. Graham and Stephanie Hume from Peterborough. Lawrence and Jane Andrew from Boston.
Right. As always, ladies and gentlemen, remember our 1,000-to-1 quiz, and it is possible for every one of our couples to win £1,000. But let's meet our first couple tonight and see they are Jane and Lawrence Andrew, who are from Boston in Lincolnshire. I know Boston well. I'm always going through there on the way to Skeggy.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, that's the last, and then it starts, doesn't it, that road?
Yes.
The A56, I think it is.
I don't know what number it is.
52, it's the A52.
Twisty.
Anyway, good to see you here, Jane. What do you do for a living?
I'm personal medical secretary.
And I see two, what, a consultant? Or?
Yes, I have 3 consultants.
Oh, I see.
Surgeon.
Do they specialise in anything special? I mean, you know, really?
Yes, surgery, general surgery and rheumatology.
Oh, I see. Oh, good. And what about hobbies? What do you do?
Winemaking.
Winemaking?
Yes.
And
yes.
any particular brand?
Oh, well, we've done crab apple.
Crab apple?
Crab apple.
Now, that's potent, isn't it?
Yes.
Because
yes.
I drank some crab apple wine, and you know, I couldn't walk afterwards. I couldn't. And when I did, it was sideways. Now, Lawrence, how about you? How do you earn your daily bread?
Well, I work for a vegetable pre-packing company. We produce salads and potted products,
Really?
vegetables for retail stores.
Have you always been in that kind of work?
No, went there about 7 years ago. Before that, I was in a garage selling spare parts over the counter.
Oh, good job you don't mix those two jobs up. Can you imagine a customer getting a salad of a cucumber, lettuce, tomato, and a big end? That would be good. OK, let's have your questions. And with your questions is lovely Fiona Curzon. Ah. Whoa. Oh, yeah. Oh, Fiona. That's, yeah, I know. It's only up time. That's some lovely dress, that. Beautiful.
Thank you.
Would you like to slip one of those 3 envelopes, please?
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Jane. Now, you know we like you to answer alternately. Ladies first, always. A couple of ways we can stop you if you make a mistake or run out of time. We let you have one to start with, and I must accept the first answer you give me, OK? So for £10 for each correct answer for you, this question is about words in standard dictionaries which begin with the letters C-O, all right? We'll give you a definition. You give us the word C-O. Now, old spider webs are cobwebs, all right? So that's what we'll start you with. Old spider's webs are?
Cobwebs.
Right. Small house in the country.
Cottage.
A young male horse.
Colt.
A religious community of women.
Pass.
High-quality French brandy.
Don't know.
The lower house of Parliament.
Commons.
A baby's bed.
Colt.
The helmsman of a lifeboat.
Coxswain.
People assembled in a church.
Congregation.
Low-ranking policeman.
Copper.
No, wrong on the 10th one, I'm afraid there, Lawrence. In fact, we wanted constable, OK? Yes, that's the one we needed. High-quality French brandy was cognac. Ooh. A religious community of women was a convent. So how have we done, Eileen, at the end of the first round? Pretty good, I think. £70. £7 and 70 is a good one. Lovely. Right. Margaret. Here we have Margaret and Peter Thomas, and you're from York.
That's right.
Lovely city, of course, York. Peter, what sort of occupation? What do you do?
A dental technician.
Ah, and is that under practice, or do you have your own lab, or?
Just in a private practice.
Uh-huh. That always interests me, you know, Peter, when you know, dentists do that kind of work. Where do you go to have your teeth done? Yeah.
I don't go to the same dentist which I work for.
What a great advert that is.
No.
Yeah? And what about, you play golf, don't you?
I try to.
You're one of the many. I'm one of those too. Margaret, what about you? Are you in the dental business?
No, I used to be, but I didn't like it, so I left.
There's two in the same family. Let's have your questions. Fiona, can we have them, please? Lovely. One of those two envelopes, would you take?
Okay.
Okay, Margaret. Thanks, Fiona. Right, we had a nice start there of £70. So for you, for £10 for each correct answer to this question, here's about words in standard dictionaries which begin with the letters E-N. We will give you a definition. You give us the word. E-N, a glass-like coat on metal jewellery is enamel. All right? So that's what we'll start you with. Glass-like coat on metal jewellery is?
Enamel.
A railway locomotive.
Engine.
A paper wrapper for a letter.
Envelope.
Place for admission.
Don't know.
A diplomatic messenger.
Don't know.
An intention to marry.
Engagement.
A bigger photograph.
Enlargement.
Covetousness.
Don't know.
An opposing military force.
Don't know.
A puzzle or riddle. A puzzle or riddle.
Don't know.
Ah, I wouldn't have known that either. Right on the buzzer. Enigma is what we wanted there. An opposing military force, enemy. The word I couldn't say was covetousness, envy. And a place for admission, entrance or entry would have taken. That's about, I think 6, right? Is it? £60? No, it's 5. £50. 50. Okay, that's good. Now, Graham and Stephanie Hume, you're from Peterborough. Yes, just off the A1. I know that very well. That's also on the way to Boston. And your brother and sister, in fact, yes?
Yeah, that's right.
Good. And what do you do for a living? What do you do?
I'm a student nurse at Princess Alexandra Hospital in Harlow.
And in Harlow in Essex?
Essex.
You've got a hobby here of picture postcards.
That's right,
Yes?
yes.
How many of those do you have?
I've got about 2,500 at the
Really?
moment.
Have you always collected those? For a long time, I'm sure.
Since about the age of 12.
And do you know, 100 years ago, it took a letter 5 days to go from London to Glasgow, and now it only takes 8. So we've improved a heck of a lot. Now, Graham, how are you employed? What do you do?
I work for a famous travel company.
Which we won't mention, all right, fair enough. And you've been with them a long time?
Well, about 4.5 years.
Did you go on any of these trips that you booked? You managed to get away?
Well, I've been quite lucky so far. Furthest I've been is Turkey.
Turkey?
Went on a cruise to the Greek islands in Turkey.
Oh, great. Well, good to have you with us. Let's have your questions. And Fiona has them, the last one, so they've got to be yours. Thanks, Fiona. Right, now here's your question, which is about words in standard dictionaries which begin with the letters R-E, all right? We'll give you the definition. You give us the word R-E. A written proof of payment is a receipt. So that's what we'll start you with. Written proof of payment is?
Receipt.
An official list of births.
Register.
Organised series of boat races.
Regatta.
Lively Scottish dance.
Real.
Vote by electorate on single issue.
Referendum.
The sea between Arabia and Africa.
Pass.
Ridge of rock under the sea.
Reef.
Instructions for cooking a dish.
Recipe.
The act of practising a play.
Don't know.
Similar to a vicar.
Reverend.
Right, okay. The act of practising a play was a rehearsal. Yes, now you know, well done. The sea between Arabia and Africa is the Red Sea, but you've done well. You've got 8 right, so that's £80. Lovely. That's right. Yeah. And of course, the 2 letters given to each of our couples this week spelt out E-N-C-O-R-E, if you were taking a note at home. That's encore, tying in with this week's theme of Cabaret. But at the end of the first round, what have we got here? Yes, we've got Margaret and Peter on £50. Indeed, we have couple number 1, that's Jane and Lawrence, £70. In the lead at the moment are Graham and Stephanie, £80 they have. Good. Off we go. So Jane and Lawrence going for £70 each correct answer. Take one of the 3 envelopes from Libby, would you?
Thank you.
Yeah, okay. Good for you. And good luck, too. £70 now. This question is about #1 hits in this country by the great Elvis Presley. We shall give you 1 word of the title. We want you to give us the last word to complete the title. Now then, one of Elvis's hits was All Shook Up. Okay, we'll start you with that one. All Shook
Up.
Jailhouse.
Rock.
It's Now or
Never.
Are You Lonesome?
Tonight.
Don't
Return to
know.
Devil in
Sorry.
King
Don't know.
A fool such as
I,
wooden,
Don't know.
the wonder of...
you.
Yes, the wonder of you. Wooden Heart was what we wanted. You remember that now?
Yes.
King Creole, another great hit for him. Devil in Disguise, Return to Sender.
Yes.
Another big one. Okay, Arlene, how have they
Yeah,
done at the end of the second round? £420. That's good. That's nice. 420. Okay, Liz. Peter and Margaret, thank you very much. You're going for £50 for each correct answer, and hold hands very, very tightly indeed. Your question is about #1 hits in this country by the Beatles. We shall give you one word of the title. We want you to give us the last word to complete the title. One of the Beatles' hits, of course, was Day Tripper. That's what we'll start you with. Day...
Tripper.
Yellow.
Submarine.
Can't Buy Me.
Love.
From Me to...
Don't know.
Don't
Paperback.
know.
Eleanor.
Rigby.
Hey.
Don't know.
Hello.
Goodbye.
I Feel...
Don't know.
Get.
Don't know.
Ah. Well, Get Back. Get back to where you want. That's the one we needed. I Feel Fine. Hey, Jude was the other one. Paperback Writer. And From Me to You, one of the early #1s. How have they done, Eileen, at the end of that? £250 you've got, Peter and Margaret. 350. Oh, yeah. Okay, Libs. Graham and Stephanie here for £80. Thank you for each correct answer. Now, your question is about... It's about #1 hits in this country by Cliff Richard. We shall give you all but one word of the title. We want you to give us the last word to complete the title. One of Cliff's hits, of course, was We Don't Talk Anymore. So that's what we'll start you with. We Don't Talk.
Anymore.
Bachelor.
Boy.
Summer.
Holiday.
The Young.
Don't know.
Living.
Doll.
Please Don't.
Don't know.
The Minute You're.
Don't know.
I Love.
Don't know.
The Next.
Time.
Traveling.
Light.
Yes, Traveling Light. I think that was one of his very early ones. I Love You, one I hadn't heard of before. I Love You is what we wanted. The Minute You're Gone. Please Don't Tease. And The Young Ones. At the end of that, what have they got, Eileen? £480 they've got. 480. Lovely. Yeah. So, at the end of our quiz this week is Margaret and Peter on £250. Couple #1, that's Jane and Lawrence on 420. No doubt the winners this week are Graham and Stephanie, £480. Hold on. Good. Oh, yeah. Yay. Oh, dear Pete and Margaret, the moment of the show I always dread having to say goodbye to one of our couples, but it's going to happen to another couple at the end of part 2. Nevertheless, there's the £250 in nice £10 notes. Thanks a lot for coming, Pete.
Thank you.
Take care. Good luck at the dentist. I hope he forgives you. Take care, Margaret. Give him a round, folks. Thanks a lot. Thank you. Okay, it's time for the break. We'll be back in just a couple of minutes on 3, 2, 1. See you in a minute now. Welcome to part 2 of 3, 2, 1, ladies and gentlemen. Cabaret is our theme this week, and we've got Graham and Stephanie from Peterborough and a little bit of Harlow thrown in there, right? Against Lawrence and Jane, of course, who come from Boston in lovely Lincolnshire. They're going to be with us right through part 2 to see which of the final couple gets through to hopefully take home a good prize. You know, at the end of each item, one of the characters comes to the table, leads a clue object, reads a rhyme, 3 on the table. I shall then ask each of you to select one you're going to reject if you're fortunate enough to get through. Okay? Good luck to you. Let's get on with them with our theme of Cabaret. And our first number is called Night Clubbing. And here, stepping out in style, our own very lovely Lipstick. from lipstick. Now, what are you going to leave then, Jill? What's the clue?
Angora wool.
Angoran wool. Angoran, eh? There you go, yeah. And what about your rhyme? What's that say?
You may see one of these in night spots. They're often in a cabaret act. Backing or sometimes fronting. Just step on the pedals, in fact.
Nothing? No, a little icy here. Nothing at all, Lawrence, no? No, well, thank goodness. Thank goodness it's only the first one. Will you thank Jill of Lipstick? Thanks, Jill.
Thank you.
Jill Nicholson. Right. Well. Well, he's chatting away there. What do you think it could be, Steph? Any idea?
Don't know. I think why they
Well, I'll tell you what. You know, you've got a bit of time to think about that and have our next one. While the next item's on, you can be thinking about that and what's going to come into you. So we'll get on, in fact, with our next item. You know, Cabaret, of course, provides a bit of a worry for a lot of performers because from one time or another, they will get a heckler. Now, how they deal with this particular character in itself can be extremely entertaining.
What do you mean, oi?
I could do you a favour, mate.
I could do you a favour, friend. There's a bus leaving in 10 minutes. Be under it.
Hey? Oh, you watch. I'll bet you to 6 when he turns it over. Oh, dear. Oi, listen. Dear.
Hey, listen, friend. Why don't you lean against the wall? That's plastered as well.
Here. All that magic stuff's old-fashioned. What you need is a bird in
What
the
do you mean, a bird? I've got 16 buttery guards stuck on me pants. Look at it.
Yeah, what I mean is a real bird, a dolly bird.
Yeah?
Yeah, I got just the one for you.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, she's like a mixture between Shirley Bassey, Edith Piaf, and Barbara Streisand.
Oh, I see. You mean she's a Welsh midget with a big nose?
Close. Have a look at her.
Yeah?
Bertha's her name.
Bertha what?
Bertha Boggis.
Bertha Boggis.
Come on, Bertha.
Oh, my God.
Now, she's very, very shy.
I'm not surprised.
Here. I'll tell you something. She is going to be very big.
Oh, yeah. She's not exactly a midget at the moment, is she? And she sings?
Sings. She is known as the Nightingale of Newport Pagnell.
Newport Pagnell?
Very popular with truck drivers, she is.
Oh, yeah. I mean, she holds up the juggernauts if they want to change a tyre.
And she's got a voice that shatters glass.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
My God, you're right. What does she sing?
Monroe songs.
Alice Munro?
Marilyn Monroe songs. She's always thought she's very like Marilyn Monroe.
Oh, yeah. There is sort of a resemblance there, isn't there?
Oh, you can see it?
Aye, I think it's the feet.
The feet?
Aye. She's got one on the end of each leg. All right, then. Let's hear it.
Good. Diamonds are a girl's best friend. Go on, girl, get yourself ready. And this is real magic.
Oh, yeah.
A kiss on the hand might be quite continental, 'cause diamonds are a girl's best friend. A kiss may be grand, but it won't pay the rental on your humble flat, or help you at the automat. Men grow cold and girls grow old, and we all lose our charms near the end. Square cut or pear shape, these rocks don't lose their shape, 'cause diamonds are a girl's best friend. Well, how about it, big boy? You and me in a double act.
Yes, I'd like that fine.
Can you get rid of him?
You bet your life I can get rid of him. Now, that's what you call magic. You little cheeky.
Grace, great. It's the first time I've seen you in the suit. Marvellous.
You're smart, isn't it?
Absolutely great.
Yeah, anyway, here you go. I'm leaving you a frame.
Frame
How
is
about
the
that?
clue.
Frame,
Okay.
all right? Here you go.
Right.
Here's your rhyme. Marilyn was a star in a very moving way. This stays very still. If rejected, slides away.
Now, you had thoughts about the last one?
Bin.
Oh, straight away. Bin. Oh, dear. Hey, hang on. You do... all the people are like this every week. You're with him and you're with her. You realise that, don't you? Thank Chris, Emmett. Chris, thanks a lot, mate.
Good luck.
Chris, Emmett. Right. Yeah, I just thought I'd like to mention that to you. You are sort of together. Got to get against each other there. So you think that that was... you know what? And what about the first one? Can you remember anything about that?
Well, Angora made the word organ out of Angora.
Oh, I see.
It's got pedals as well.
What did you make out of it? Any idea?
You take a few letters out of Cabaret, you've got a car that...
Ah, see? That stumped you, isn't it? Straight away. All right, tell you what we're going to do. One more item. Then we'll have the first three on the table, and we'll have to see who is going to leave us at that point. So let's indeed get on with our theme of cabaret. And the next artist presents cabaret and entertainment with a capital E. Only in his case, it really does mean everybody. It's the very, very talented Joe Longthorne.
What good is sitting alone in the room? It's time for a holiday. Life is a cabaret, oh chum, only a cabaret. Come taste the wine, come hear the band, come blow your horn, start celebrating. Right this way, your table's awaiting. Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Cabaret along a Mex. It's marvellous to be with you. I want to tell you a story. My first guest, in fact, was probably his biggest hit in 1960. And here he is now, still a big name today. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Johnny Mathis. Look at me. I'm as hopeless as a kitten up a tree. Never knowing my right foot from my left, my hat from my glove, I get musty and too much love on my own. Thank you very much indeed. Absolutely marvellous. Ladies and gentlemen, the funny thing is the biggest thing come out of Liverpool was obviously the Beatles. The smallest thing, the Diddy Men. And the man responsible for the Diddy Men, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Ken Dodd. Tears for souvenirs are all you've left me. But tears can't mend a broken heart, I must confess. So let's forgive and forget, turn our tears of regret once more to tears of happiness. Sassy bye, everybody, sassy bye. Thank you. Well, ladies and gentlemen, my next guest, in fact, had an absolute enormous 25 hits. A thing that's never been accomplished by any other female entertainer in the world today. Here she is, my particular favourite, Shirley Bassey.
Thank you. Oh, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1. It's wonderful to be with you tonight, and if I may, Ted, I'd like to sing a little song called Something. Something in the way that he moves attracts me like no other thought of something in the style that shows me I don't want to leave him now. You know I believe in how. You're asking me, will I was grow? I don't know. Oh, I don't know. Just stick around, it may show. I don't know. Oh, I don't know. Something in the way that he moves me. And all I have to do is think of him. Something in the style that shows me I don't want to leave him now. You know I believe in how.
again, Joe. Now, what are you going to leave these folks for?
Well, in fact, I've got field glasses.
Mm-hmm.
And
okay.
there they are there.
And how about the rhyme? What's that
And the
say?
rhyme is, in fact, a lot of people in that performance note, well, I've changed them around. The vessel you might go away with could quite well make a sound.
Now then, you've been pretty good so far, but a little bit of a pause there, yes? Okay, well, let's thank the very talented Joe Longthorne, and good luck with the call. Good luck, Joe. Good luck indeed. Right, well, no idea, Stephanie? Graham, what do you think that could be? A bit obvious, was it?
Yeah.
And how about you, Lawrence? What do you think?
Field glasses, binoculars,
Yeah.
BIN.
Yeah.
Bin makes a noise when you put the lid on it.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what, I can read both of these again to refresh your memories before you make up your mind about deciding which you'd like to reject if you get through. Now, the photo frame, the frame here, the picture frame was brought in by Chris Emmett, and said, Marilyn was a star in a very moving way. This stays very still. If rejected, slides away. Chris Emmett said that. Angor and Wool brought in by Jill of Lipstick. She said, you may see one of these in night spots. They're often in a cabaret act. Backing or sometimes fronting, just step on the pedals, in fact. What are you going to get rid of?
The frame.
The frame.
You want to get rid of the frame if you get through, and that's decided, yes?
We'll get rid of the wall.
And you want to get rid of the wall?
Yeah.
Okay, the wall for you and the frame for you. Right, okay, the moment of truth is here. We have the elimination question. Deep breaths, yes, indeed. You have the button. Take your hand off the button, please. Put it beside the button. As soon as you think you know the answer, hit the button and answer. Please, if you answer before hitting the button, I must throw it to the other couple. If they're wrong, we'll carry on till somebody gets it right. And good luck to you. Here comes the question. This is the name of a musical. It was based on John Van Druten's play, I Am a Camera. The British stage version starred Judi Dench as Sally Bowles. In the film version, the part was played by Liza Minnelli. Yes, indeed.
Cabaret.
Cabaret, right, Graham, straight away. Good luck. Yes. Oh. Well done. Graham and Stephanie. Graham and Stephanie, brother and sister from Harlow and Peterborough, have got through. It was that tight. I only had a little bit of that question to go. We went right the way down. Nevertheless, we got money. You won in the quiz, Lawrence. Libby has that. How much was it, Lib? £420 it is. There's, of course, your marvellous ceramic dusty bin. And if you'd just like to take a look just over here, because Fiona has a consolation prize for you, it's a portable television set. Just take a look at that. That's not bad at all. Right. Good luck, Lawrence. Thanks very much for coming along. See you on the way to Skegness. Give them a round of applause, folks. Take care. Thanks a lot for coming. Good luck. So I think I'm right. That's our first brother and sister, in fact, that everyone right through to the last part of 3 to 1, and I do hope you go home with a good prize. So, in fact, we're going away just for a couple of minutes, and you got rid of the Angora and Wool, yes? Yeah. We'll find out what that is just after the break on 3, 2, 1. See you. Part 3, ladies and gentlemen, 3, 2, 1. Our theme this week of Cabaret. We've got Graham and Stephanie Hume from Peterborough. Originally, you now working in Harlow. And, of course, here we are. You've got through. This is what you've rejected. The Angora Wool brought in from Jill of Lipstick. This is what it says. What do you think it might be? What do you hope it might be? What do you think it might be?
We thought it might be an organ or something like that.
Let's have a look. You may see one of these in night spots. They're often in a cabaret act, backing or sometimes fronting. Just step on the pedals, in fact. So, let's see how close you were there. So it says you may see one of these in night spots. They're often in a cabaret act. Well, of course, C, A, and R are in a cabaret act. And at nights, you might see a car in spotlights, but that wouldn't have really anything to do with the Angora Wool, which Jill brought in. Backing or sometimes fronting, just step on the pedals, in fact. Well, what might be backing or fronting in a cabaret act, which would, in fact, involve pedals? Any idea? Could be a piano. Yes, you said that before. But Jill said it was Angoran, and that, of course, was an anagram of this prize. Absolutely right, this fabulous Mardi Gras electronic organ. Come have a look at this. Well, you're absolutely right. Right spot on the nose, of course, about that. Were you musical at all? Can you play? Well, it doesn't really matter, Laurie, with this one, does it? Because everything is there. It plays itself. All the backing tracks, the different rhythms. Fabulous prize, of course, and as you can imagine, a heck of a lot of money being on 3, 2, 1. Not the bin, of course. That's got to be thought about because you've got to think about trying to get rid of that little character. We put that down and we go on and have our next item, of course. On our cabaret floor right now, we've got more ladies gracing the floor, and they're 3 charming ladies, 3 honeys with a number called Queen Bee. Will you please welcome Sweet Substitute?
In the middle of the set, it's the flashy sequel. You may be a lover, you never will recover. She ain't had a bite for weeks. You think you're the same, cause you got the same name, but the widow's got a mobile home. Remember what I told you, she's got 8 arms to hold you. She's never gonna let you roam. She'll tuck you into bed and truck on your head, then eat you for a midnight snack. So if you see a spider, don't you sidle up beside her. Why'd you think the widow's wearing black? Ow! Queen Bee, baby, pray that you may be left on your own. No, no, nothing she'll give you, gonna outlive you. But the Queen Bee's never gonna be alone. It's an optical illusion if you think that we're the weaker race. Men have got the muscle, but the ladies got the hustle. The truth is staring in your face. The mother bear stalks and the queen of the hogs is the one who brings home the bread. The lion that is regal and the bald-headed eagle need a woman just to keep him fed. But comes the evening when, like Adam and his Eve inside the garden, hear the serpent sound. It's so frustrating when you're really into mating and there ain't a loving man around. Queen Bee, baby, pray that you may be left on your own. No, no, nothing she'll give you, gonna outlive you. But the Queen Bee's never gonna be alone. No, no. Write me a sequel, find me an equal, and I'll give that man. I said I'm gonna give that loving man. I said I'm gonna give that loving man. I said I'm gonna give him that loving sting.
Parents and Sweet Substitute, knock up. Great number, like that. Listen, you're a very, very busy group of young ladies. You're off soon to America. Joe Longthorne's off there. I'm there in July. Where are you going to?
In July?
Yeah, I'm there in July.
Miss you.
Ah, but which part are you going
We're
to?
going in 3 days' time to New Orleans.
To New Orleans.
Mm.
Great. Have you ever been there before?
No.
Terry, what are you going to leave these folks as the club?
A playing card.
Oh, playing card, which is the Jack of Spades. Right, okay. And the rhyme?
A little rhyme for you. If you got a bee in your hat, you might be in many a spin. The tunes appeared in A Star Is Born. So does what you could win.
Now then, Steph. What do you think? What do you think? Nothing. Well, we've got to make up our minds and thank Terry of Sweet Substitute and good luck in New Orleans.
And good luck.
Good luck. Have a good time.
What did you say, Steph? It's just saying...
What do you think it could be?
I think that could be the bin and that could be the bin.
Oh, we've got 2 bins this week. Well, they're not hedging their bets at all, are they? Good. Well, OK, you think both of those are bins, and what about this one here? Any idea what that is? You can hear these 2 again, the binoculars, the field glasses, or, of course, the picture frame by Chris.
We're taking Lawrence's idea on that one. We think it's photographic equipment.
That's what Lawrence thought it was it?
Yeah.
So, you want
to hear that one again?
You want to hear the field glasses from Joe Longthorne? Yes. Joe said, a lot of people in that performance, note well, I changed them around. The vessel you might go away with could well make quite a sound.
Binoculars, yeah.
Yeah, get rid of the binoculars.
Yeah, what about that, audience? Yes? Oh, yes and no back there. Well, do you want to change your minds? It's entirely up to you.
No, we'll...
No, you're going to... Definitely rejecting... OK, the field glasses from Joe Longthorne. A lot of people in that performance, note well, I changed them around. The vessel might go away with could well make quite a sound. So let's see what it is. A lot of people in that performance, note well, I changed them around. Performance might have made you think of car. The vessel you might go away with might have suggested a holiday cruise or connected with performance, maybe even a speedboat. But neither of those would have anything really to do with the field glasses. We said the vessel could well make quite a sound. Well, what sort of vessels make most sound or noise?
Empty ones.
Yes, empty ones. Note well can be written in abbreviated form, such as NB. Yeah. If you take NB, yes, you wouldn't need binoculars. Dusty bin, you've done it. There he is. Yes. Oh, yes. Happy and been rejected, and you've got to be feeling happy about that. Some people in the audience said yes, some said no. Now you're feeling very happy. A great prize goes home with you tonight. We're carrying on. We're going to have our last item. And for this, we've got for you a really crazy character who's always guaranteeing us plenty of great laughs here. Great mate of ours up here at 321, mine particularly, just back from Australia, Bernie Clifton.
Right, who said satire was dead? Well, ladies and gentlemen, you're right. Ted just said that I've finished in Australia. I've just finished a world tour. I'm going somewhere else next year. And the last part of the trip was in Russia. And as you know, everything in Russia ends in off, which is why I'm back here. But the best part of the trip was the cruise. The funny thing is, we cruised from San Francisco to Sydney. The best part of it was that the British, when they're on the other side of the world, they spend the whole time on the phone to England, finding out what the weather's like. I overheard one lady, she was making a phone call to her husband in Manchester. Hello, George. Oh, she said, hello, love. He was as sick as a parrot. He spent £10,000 getting rid of her for 3 months. She phones him every day. George, how's my little pet cat, Tiddles? He said, she's dead, love, she's dead. She went, oh, George, Tiddles is dead. George, she said, you cruel, heartless thing. Fancy breaking it to me like that. He said, what do you mean, love? She said, well, you could have broke it to me more gently. He said, how do you mean? She said, well, when I said, how was it? You could have said, he's on the roof. And then, when we got to Singapore, you could have said, he was sliding down towards the gutter. But when we got to Hong Kong, you could have said he was hanging on with both paws. And then... But when we got to the sewers, you could have said, well, he's let go with one paw. When we got to Gibraltar, you could have said, well, he's let go with the other paw, but he hasn't landed yet. Then when we got to Southampton, you could have said he was dead. She said, anyway, how's my mother? He said, she's on the roof. Anyway, I'll tell you what, the rest of the trip I'm going to change. No more excess baggage. This time, I'm really going to travel light. All I'm carrying with me is my toothbrush. Have you got my toothbrush, please? Thank you. OK. See you later. Thanks a lot. Good night. Here we go. Hey. Thank you very much. All right. Here we go. Lovely. Hey. You were wonderful. Thank you very much. There
he is. Bernie.
Hi, Ted.
Good to see you. Graham and Stephanie.
Graham.
Yeah, brother and sister. Yeah, that's it. Why not? Why not?
Why not?
Look, what about that tan, huh?
Oh, it's beginning to fade now.
No, no, it's looking good. Listen, great, you did well out there, aren't you, in Australia, because you're going back again.
Well, yes, I'm going back in the new year, because they said it'd be a cold day before I go there again.
Yeah. Anyway, listen, that's not the clue, not the toothbrush.
No, not the toothbrush, although it does fit. People have said. This is the clue. This is an American silver dollar.
Silver dollar? Uh-huh. Okay.
Clue.
And what about your rhyme? What's that?
Right. The nominations for the Best Actor Award.
Sorry. With Sam Pom.
It's, this is the rhyme. We may be putting on an act or helping you to play, but you can bet your bottom dollar you won't take this away.
Well, now, the final three. Gosh, she says. Oh, let's thank Bernie Clifton. Good luck, Bernie. Good luck. Thanks a lot. Good to see you again. Cheers, mate. Lovely. Well, I don't know. Well, now then, Stephanie, the final three are on the table here, and we're in a good position. Of course, I can read the card, the Jack of Spades brought in from Terry of Sweet Substitute, or, of course, Chris Emmett brought you in the frame. Which one of these two would you like to hear?
We hit the Jack again.
Yes, okay, yes. Terry of Sweet Substitute said, if you've got a bee in your hat, you might be in many a spin. The tunes appeared in A Star Is Born, so does what you could win. Any idea what you think the last one is that came in? The silver dollar? Or you think this one is what?
I think that's photo equipment of some sort.
Oh, I see.
Don't know.
So you don't know about the other two?
No.
Well, one of them has to go. Which one will it be?
Yeah, that one again. We'll reject that one.
You're rejecting the card, the Jack of Spades?
Yeah.
All right. You sure?
Yeah.
Right. No good asking the audience. They say yes or no anyway. And if you're right, they're very pleased about it. So you're rejecting the Jack of Spades, brought in from Terry of Sweet Substitute. If you've got a bee in your hat, you might be in many a spin. The tunes appeared in A Star Is Born. So does what you could win. So let's see. Here we are. If you've got a bee in your hat, you might be in many a spin. Well, if you've got a bee in bin, you might be in a bit of a spin. But what could Dusty have to do with the Jack of Spades? Nothing, because you got rid of him. The tunes appeared in A Star Is Born. So does what you could win. Well, you don't normally refer to a bee in your hat, but a bee in your...
Bonnet.
Bee in your bonnet. Yes, indeed. In fact, it's right. If you rearrange a star and think of Jack and the bonnet, quite a prize. The Vauxhall Astra is what you turned down. Oh, dear. Hang on. Okay, come on, Jeff. Oh, dear, what about that? Everybody feels exactly the same. They're thrilled when the bin goes, but, of course, the star prize, like the car, of course, the Vauxhall Astra, a terrific car. Just stand there and take a look. Taking a look rubs it in the wound even more, doesn't it? As if you've never seen one before. You're going to be feeling a bit upset, Graham, haven't you? Oh, the only good thing you have got, yes, you've got the knowledge that Dusty Bin has gone. So, Steph, I'll tell you what we'll do. Let's go back to the table, the final two. Thanks, Fiona. Been rejected. Let's go back. Come on. Oh, Stephanie, Graham, I know. What a shame. Mind you, the only consolation I suppose you can get from that, it's a car. Now, how would you have fought over who uses that as your brother and sister?
Almighty battle.
I'm sure you'd have found a way. What a shame, though. Star prize, it has gone. We're down to the final two, which, of course, I can read again. The frame brought in number 2 from Chris Emmett and said, Marilyn was a star in a very moving way. This stays very still. If rejected, slides away. And just now, Bernie Clifton brought in the silver dollar and said, we may be putting on an act or helping you to play, but you can bet your bottom dollar you won't take this away. So, decision time, you're in a very good position. There's a few rumblings going around the audience. Which one's going, audience? They don't really care.
We'll reject this and we'll stick with the picture.
Really?
Yeah, we'll reject that.
Yes, Graham?
Yeah, we'll reject
we
it.
think
You
that
want
camera
in
is
for a
quite
penny
important.
or in for a dollar?
And that's what you want, is it?
Well,
you keep saying that, don't you?
Well, it'd be nice for, you know, sort of to...
I see. OK, so here we go again. This one is going to go and this one's going to be kept, yes?
Yeah.
All right, Graham?
Yeah.
Right, all right, so you're rejecting silver dollar brought in by Bernie Clifton. We may be putting on an act or helping you to play. You can bet your bottom dollar. You won't take this away. That's what Bernie said. You were looking for help from Mum and Dad. The audience says no. Let's see what we say. We may be putting on an act or helping you to play. That sounds as though it may have something to do with theatre or some other aspect of show business. You can bet your bottom dollar you won't take this away. Well, could the dollar that Bernie brought you in indicate it's the bottom prize on our show? I don't think so. After all, nobody takes him away. Perhaps the dollar was meant for you to place a bet. Could it be something to do with then show business and maybe gambling? The reason you couldn't take this away, what is it, Graham?
It's a holiday.
It's a holiday indeed to Las Vegas, Nevada, America. Take a look. Oh.
You didn't want to go.
Yes, you'd have been saying hello, America, with a flight from London to Las Vegas, that bustling, dazzling, world-famous entertainment center of the world, right in the heart of the Nevada desert. But you would have been far away from the desert conditions because we'd arranged for you, would you believe, Stephanie, to stay at the Flamingo Hilton Hotel for 7 days and 7 nights. Apart from all the fabulous cabarets there, the world-famous stars, we've arranged for you, we would have done anyway, for you to have visited the Grand Canyon, the Hoover Dam on Lake Mead, and believe me, that really is someplace. Oh, dear. What a prize. What a prize, and I don't know how to answer. You've never been there before, have you?
No.
Yeah, I've been there and played there many times. It's a fabulous place, whether you're just holidaying or whatever, but this is the prize that you stuck with all along now, the frame from Chris Emmett, and you thought it was camera equipment. Okay. Chris said, Marilyn was a star in a very moving way. The stays very still. If rejected, slides away. Okay, what is your prize, in fact? Marilyn was a star in a very moving way. That's it. Hold him tightly. Marilyn Monroe, of course, was a star of motion pictures, so could the pictures have a connection with the frame that Chris brought in? This stays very still. If rejected, slides away. No, forget all about Dusty Bin. Slides are, of course, another form of picture, and if rejected this, a lot of slides are sent away with a complete single-lens refix camera system. You're absolutely right. Take a look at what you won. How about that, then, Graham? Hey, Stephanie? Okay, Steph, Graham, let's go. There you go. You stuck with this all along. Go around there with Libby and have a look at this. Now, in addition to the camera itself, there's a complete range of lenses from 24 to 500 millimeter, filters, electronic flash, tripod, a camera bag, a carousel projector and screen, and, of course, loads and loads of film. You've got what you wanted. I don't know how you're going to split it down the middle. You'll find a way, but you've still got the money, Graham, from the quiz. How much, Libby?
£480.
£480. There you are. Congratulations, Graham. Great to have you with us. Stephanie, love to everybody in Peterborough and Harlow. Until we see you again next week on 321. Good night, everybody. Have a good week.